How far will you go for your dog? This woman offered me 5 grand for my golden retriever Max at the dog park because he looked exactly like her dead dog. I said no. She kept pushing and showing me photos. They were basically twins. At first, I felt bad for her. You could see the pain in her eyes when she talked about Sarah, her dog who died from cancer. Max has been my world since I adopted him after my divorce. He's the reason I get up every morning. But when she begged me to reconsider, part of me wanted to help heal her broken heart. But then, weird stuff started happening. Her silver Honda parked outside my apartment every day. She'd show up at my coffee shop every morning, just staring at us through the window. The barista started giving me concerned looks because this woman would sit there for hours, watching Max. When I took Max to the beach, there she was again, sitting in her car with binoculars. My hands were shaking as I took photos of her license plate. This wasn't morning, this was something darker. The worst part was watching Max's behavior change. He's always been this confident, happy dog who loves everyone, but he started getting anxious whenever we left the apartment. He'd whine and look over his shoulder during walks like he knew something was wrong. Dogs sense when their humans are stressed, and I was falling apart. She started leaving notes on my windshield saying, "Please reconsider," and "Max belongs with me." One had a photo of dog toys she'd bought for him. Another note had my work schedule written out perfectly. She'd been watching me for weeks. The notes got more desperate. Sarah would want Max to be happy. That haunted me because I started second-guessing myself. Was I being selfish? She started leaving dog treats on my doormat, always Max's favorite brand. I barely slept anymore. Every creak made me jump. I installed a security camera after finding muddy footprints on my mat. The footage showed her standing at my door at 3 a.m. for 20 minutes, just staring. My neighbor, Mrs. Rodriguez, pulled me aside one evening, worried. She said this woman had been asking about my schedule, if I lived alone, if Max seemed unhappy with me. That's when I realized she wasn't grieving. She was building a case that I was the wrong owner. When I called the cops, the officer made me feel like I was overreacting. He suggested I try to be compassionate because losing a pet is like losing family. I wanted to scream that I understood grief. I'd lost my childhood dog too, but this wasn't grief anymore. This was obsession. I started varying my routine, but she always found us. Sometimes I'd catch her taking photos of Max. I felt like a prisoner, constantly looking over my shoulder. The breaking point came when I found a 3-page letter under my door. She explained how her dog Sarah had come to her in a dream and told her that Max was Sarah reborn. She was convinced my dog was her dead pet's soul in a new body. Friday night changed everything. I woke up at 2 a.m. because Max was going crazy, barking and growling at the front door like I'd never seen before. My heart was racing as I grabbed my phone and crept to the peephole. There she was, hunched over my lock with a whole ring of keys, whispering, "Come here, baby. Mommy's here to take you home." I called 911 while she jiggled the handle, trying key after key. The dispatcher could hear me shaking as I whispered that someone was trying to break into my apartment to steal my dog. It sounded insane, but the woman was literally attempting to unlock my door at 2 a.m. When the cops arrived, they found a bag full of random keys in her car. She'd been making copies, hoping one would work on my lock. They also found dog treats, a new leash with Sarah engraved on the tag, and a fake service dog vest. She had a whole plan to steal Max and claim he was her service animal. During questioning, she broke down and confessed everything. She believed Max was her reincarnated dog, and that I had stolen him from his destined life with her. She'd been planning this for weeks, convinced that once she got Max back, he'd remember his real life. She believed Max was her reincarnated dog. At the restraining order hearing, she offered the judge 10 grand to force me to sell Max to her. Max won't go near the front door anymore. Did I handle this right, or should I have just taken the money?